For the first time in the history of Guyana, more than 1 million passengers have been processed at the Chedijagan International Airport in a single year. With more visitors come the need for more accommodation facilities. The government of Guyana has engaged the services of world-renowned expert on eco-lodge planning and design, Hitesh Mehta, to train local stakeholders in this field in an effort to raise the standard of local eco-lodges. Professor Mehta is also a multi-international award-winning designer in landscape architecture, planning, urban design, creative writing, and interior design. I recently accompanied Professor Mehta on a field trip with the participants to a location in the Mahaika River, where I spoke with him about the training and how this will add to the development of ecotourism in Guyana. Hello, we're here with Professor Hitesh Mehta, world-leading expert in eco-lodge planning and design. So, Professor Mehta, tell us about the work you're doing here in Guyana.
So I have been contracted by GTA to provide them two services, right? One of them is to provide an eco-lodge guidelines booklet, where if anybody in Guyana is looking at trying to do an eco-lodge, so they would have a guidelines booklet, a how-to kind of booklet. The other thing that I'm doing is conducting a intensive 5-day eco-lodge planning and design workshop, which is where we are. We are on almost to the end of the second day.
Tell us about the importance of the work that you're doing in Guyana in the context of Guyana now developing as an ecotourism destination.
So the timing of me coming to Guyana is really perfect, because Guyana is right at that stage where there's that possibility of jumping to the next level. Because up to now, there is ecotourism going on, there are eco-lodges that are getting built, but when you look at the international comparisons, places like East Africa, South Africa, other places in South America are really up here. And Guyana is still here. And it's also, just because that's how the evolutions take place. And so GTA has brought me here to build capacity amongst the indigenous groups, amongst professionals, amongst other interested stakeholders, to raise the ante, to raise the bar, so then we start having a higher starred properties. And so you can have people with bigger money coming in, and so helping really raise the standards. The workshops that I do, which are the 5-day workshops, they are very intensive. They are one of a kind. In fact, this is the first time in South American history that an eco-lodge planning and design, a 5-day workshop is taking place. And these workshops have been designed to be both theory and practical. So the first 1.5 days, all the students get the theoretical part of what is ecotourism, what is authentic eco-lodges, and what is site planning, and what is site design, and landscape design, and architecture design, and climatic design. And so they really understand all the issues about what makes a lodge an eco-lodge is what they understand. Then what's unique about this workshop is that we pre-select as a real site, like this one we are at. We get people to do a site analysis, and particularly the metaphysical analysis, where everybody immerses themselves into the site. And then they will go and they themselves are going to become the planners and designers of an authentic eco-lodge. And I will be there guiding them throughout. They will be doing presentations, and they'll go back to the drawing board, just like a real life situation. So I have been connected with eco-lodges since 1994. When I was an assistant professor at University of Nairobi, I wrote a paper on eco-lodges in the Kenyan Masai Mara, which is now is now considered as the first paper ever written in the world in ecologist. That's 94. So I've been at it for 30 years now. And over the time, I've written all the seminal books on ecologists. There are two of them, and I'm working on my third one now. Um, I have lectured all around the world on the subject. I've written research papers, and then, of course, I have designed ecologists around the world. I most probably have designed more ecologists than anybody ever. So that is my expertise. And as a small office, I'm probably the highest awarded office on ecology design and planning than any other office in the world. That's one of our sub specialties. And we've done work every continent, 6 continents. So I've now consulted in 68 countries in the world.
Some of the participants themselves have expressed gratitude for the opportunity to learn as they develop their tourism product.
And we're very grateful to do this kind of project because it enlightens us a bit more to learn more about the nature. And when we get back to our community, we will be able to improve on our ecosystem in our village.
I am so grateful for this opportunity. So I'm also eager to go back into my community and share my knowledge with my people. Basically, it was designing a eco-tourism lodge to make it eco-friendly. We must have a design to appreciate the environment and to bring the environment closer to us as well.
I personally think it's a really good initiative because we thought that we were doing ecotourism. But from this training, when I go back to my community, I'll be able to explain to the people better what it means when we speak about ecotourism.
Guyana is just immense opportunities for authentic ecotourism and authentic ecologists. You know, almost 80% of the country is rainforest. There are waterfalls, and one of them, like the number one waterfall in the world, Kaieteur, the single drop in the world. And 9 different indigenous communities, and those are switched on communities. These are communities that want to make a difference, that want to do lodges, right? So, and of course, and I forgot the nature part. Incredible, the giant anteaters and the river otters and the jaguars and ocelots, and 900 species of birds. This is incredible. So you have got if you want to make a nice little great curry, you guys have all the right spices. It's now how you mix the spices together and how you start working with it so it begins to become a really delicious product.